Well, today's show, I got a special guest, my partner for the 2012 Road to the Horse World Championship, Mr. Pat Parelli. Hey, we're going to talk strategy, do a little practicing. It's a show you won't want to miss. That's all coming up next on Ride Smart. Pat, good to see you.
Hey, Craig, how are you?
Hey, welcome to the Double Horn Ranch, man.
Great to see you.
It's about time. I've been to your place enough times.
You have been.
Well, the reason Pat's here at the Double Horn Ranch is we're really trying to get prepared for the 2012 Road to the Horse event. And something we wanted to go there kind of prepared as much as we can and, you know, just get familiar with each other and kind of be on the same track.
Craig Cameron invited me to come here and practice up, and let's get ready for the Road to the Horse. Let's go in as a team.
All right, we'll take a little spin.
All right, show me around. How long you been here?
Oh, I've been here on this outfit about 15 years, Pat. And
You see a lot of hard work here.
oh, a lot of work. There was really nothing here when we came here, and I'm kind of like you, like some property with some romance to it and some different terrain where you can really, you know, train a horse.
Craig invited me to the Double Horn Ranch here months ago and saying, you know, when he found out that I also got invited along with him, and he said, why don't we get together and let's work together and work toward being good partners at this. So I'm excited to be here.
Well, to be honest with you, Neil really caught us off guard this morning and said he had some challenges for us. I didn't have any idea what he was talking about. And so the first thing, you know, we got our ropes out, and Pat and I kind of had a little contest roping, you know. So again, there we were, the competitive thing was going on right from the very beginning. And it's pretty interesting, pretty exciting, and, you know, also having a good time while we're going along.
Well, morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Neil. How are you?
Yeah, it'd
Craig?
be better if I got up the crack of noon.
Well, you know, let's face it, Road to the Horse is a competition, so we've got to have Team USA ready.
Yeah.
And we thought, given it's a competition, we've got to get the competition juices flowing and see how we go. So, gentlemen, I'll get you positioned over here, Craig.
Okay.
Pat over here. And so, to get things going a little bit, let's get a bit of competition between the two of you and see if we can get some headshots. So, let me see. Let's take alternate shots. Pat, I'll get you a bit further back. Let's not make it too easy. Craig, I think you can take another step back. Make sure you got a bit of headroom. And,
I think you got Pat's got me facing the sun and underneath the tree over here.
And the wind in your face.
Well, we did that.
The wind in my face.
Craig, you got the hometown advantage, and because of that, Pat's going to go first.
Okay.
So you're going to get 5 shots, Pat, and you're going to take one, then Craig, you're going to take another one. We'll get to 5 and see what score we got.
Oh yeah, that's lacing.
Wait.
That's the situation. That was a long shot right there. I gotta give you. I'm gonna try the old Craig Cameron speed loop here. Let's see what I can get going here. Oh yeah!
Nailed it. That's fantastic. Well, that's a good start, gentlemen. Come on in.
Right.
Tell me what you thought, Pat. How'd you go? You confident all the way through?
Yeah, but you know, I think the better thing is that you know, I've never really got a chance to see Craig rope or anything, and this guy can handle a rope, and
Sure.
and you know, that's why he's the real deal.
Well, you know, I think it's like Pat and I, you know, one thing I like is, you know, we try to cover all aspects. You know, I'm not saying I'm certainly no expert roper or anything like that, but you know, to go in there and handle a lot of horses, you be able to throw a pretty good catch rope, and
Gotta make friends with this rope.
and you do, and you got to be able to throw some different loops depending on the horse, the situation, the circumstance, and you never stop fitting that horse situations and circumstance. So again, to be able to throw a different, several different types of loop from the ground and from the horse's back certainly comes in handy if you kind of do what we do for a living. So.
Well, well done, gentlemen. Shake hands, and we'll think about the next task that's going to build this team. Team USA. Let's think of the next one. Well done.
All right. obviously it's a privilege and a responsibility to represent your country, and we're ready to get out there and have some fun, but also try to take home a championship at the same time. Well, horsemanship by itself is a team endeavor. You got you and the horse, and now again, now we're going to be dependent on each other. Obviously we're hoping to draw a good horse, and of course you never know exactly what you're going to get when you get a bunch of 3-year-old unbroke horses, and you're going to try to make the best choice you can. And then again, I'm going to be dependent on Pat a little bit to do his best that he always does. Again, do my best to help Pat. So we're working with the horse, we're working with each other, and hoping to depend on a lot of experience between the two of us, and a little bit of luck.
I think we'll probably help each other, like on talking about selecting horses and stuff like that, and kind of looking at different perspectives.
They always say experience is the best teacher, the one thing you can't buy, and the one thing nobody can give you. And horsemanship is an endeavor. I think it takes a long time to truly master. Of course, nobody truly masters it, but it's something that we're all searching for, to all continually do our better our best, and get an opportunity to work with a guy like Pat Parelli. I know I'm not only going to learn from the experience, I'm also going to learn from Pat as well.
Well, gentlemen, the next task to preparation for Road to the Horse is, one thing about colt starting, you've got to be ready for anything. You've got to adjust to fit the situation, field timing and balance. And to warm you up as a team and individuals, we thought we'd give you another little exercise to do. Behind you is a hitch and rail. What we'd like you to do, and Pat, we're going to get you to go first. We want you to get up on the hitch and rail any way you can, keep a focus, and we want you to walk that L shape and get to the end, jump off.
Where's the mounting block?
Yeah, well, that was one of the considerations we thought about, and if we have to do that. So put your ropes down, gentlemen. Pat, you're going to be the first one to go. You're going to start at this end.
Start at this end.
You're going to get up there, and then with the strong focus, and you can't use trees or anything.
No, I got to make sure I don't hit my head on that.
That's why we got you starting at that end.
That's what.
So we thought with that tree we planned a long time ago to fit into this little task. So you got to work it out. Now we'll let him go with that.
Yeah, we got to have a little get started here.
A little get started. Now don't lose your focus. Well done. Pretty good. He's showing the way, Craig.
Oh man.
Well done, Pat.
Pat was amazing on the rail. He's an athlete at heart, and I think he's sneaky. He practices that stuff, I think, all the time. So he did a great job. I was really impressed with the work that he did.
Spread your arms out.
So,
get your arms out there.
Yeah, he did.
That's why they use a pole, when they.
Exactly. Yeah. When I was walking the plank, I think I was trying a little too hard in the beginning. I think like everything else, when you relax, shoot, you do okay, and just go to work at it. And hey, don't let it intimidate you.
So Craig's got up there well. He's getting himself steady. This is not a race either. It's a bit like starting a colt.
Yeah.
Get a rhythm. That's it. Cross your feet on that pole. Now you got it. See how you cross that foot? All right, good.
Well done. It's halfway there. Temptation to rush it again. Craig's done a good job. Well done. Hey, well done.
All right, there he did.
Well done, Craig.
Yeah,
good job.
Like you.
Pat, well done.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Man.
So that's
a
got you ready.
challenge.
Yeah, my word. How'd you feel, Pat?
Yeah, I hadn't done that since I was a kid. Need to do more of that.
Yeah.
So I think between the next 100 days, I'm going to be.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to be a little more balanced, a little more trampoline, and.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, balance is the key on just about everything, physical, mental, emotional.
Yeah.
So mind, body, spirit, the key is balance, they say, and shoot, that'll put you to the test right there. So.
Well done, gentlemen. Let's go to the next one.
Ready?